Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Gabi over here from Slap Punch Visuals, back at it again. And today I'm going to be talking about my series, Hell's Glamour. Hell's Glamour currently is in second place for the monthly awards nominee in June 2026 for Manga Plus creators, as you can see right there clearly. Let me go ahead and try to go to the Manga Plus creator site. So it's in second place. The first place, which was called, I think it was called like Spiritual Eyes, if I believe correctly. Oh, I have this. Let me mute this. Sorry, I always forget that. That's crazy. But yeah, the one that was in first place called Spiritual Eyes, for some reason, is no longer in the ranking. I don't even know if it's on the site. I don't know if something happened to it, or did the creator take it down, or did the people from Manga Plus creator take it down? I have no idea. If it was the creator, I don't know why they took it down, but I'm sorry to see it go, like on the for real. And Manga Plus Creators has updated quite a few things, been shifted around. Like I said, we're currently in second place, so that's what's up. I have strong hopes. The counting for the placement, the overall counting for Hell's Glamour has ended, so it's no longer in counting, meaning we just got to wait till the end of the month to see what they pick. If I believe correctly, I think they choose out of the top 10. So it doesn't matter if you're in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all the way through 10th. It doesn't matter. At the end, they're the one who chooses, which is the one that places where. I think they take their time. If I believe correctly, I think it said, a month to 2 months before they announce the winners. On the sheet where the rules are for the Manga Plus creators, you can always click on the rules and, like it will tell you. But yeah, all I can do is just sit here and, hope for the best. That's all I can say, hope for the best. I've read every single entry that was in the top 10 except for this one, the one called When I Looked Up, because it's new. Well, currently here in the top, 10 now. Even though it says 11th, I think they're trying to choose a first placer since they either removed the first place or, like I said, the creator from the first place took it down itself. I don't know. I don't have any idea. So Pinkbird Studio said, "Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, yo, what it do, my dude? Thank you for joining us in this live section, or this live session, of course. I said the wrong word before, so sorry about that. But yeah, I'm glad to see you here and just talking about the placements. That's all it is. I think they updated today at 12 o'clock again, so I'm just gonna have to wait and see what happens at 12 o'clock, what goes where. I've had people coming in talking about have any type of major studio hit me up, has any type of agency has hit me up, any type of recruiters, any type of people trying to endorse Hell's Glamour, since I have 500,000 views, or they said 700,000, something like that in a previous video. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Which is crazy. It's crazy. A lot of people say a lot of different things. Like I said, I don't know what's the obsession of going on with, whatever it is that they got going on. As you can clearly see, there's things on this site like this one right here, like Mr. Jacko Jackie himself, the dude that has been harassing me, literally, with 736,000 views. Have you guys gone and contact him to see if any type of editor has hit him up? So why just me? Like that type of stuff. Like that stuff is crazy. This one has 734,000 views. Have you contacted them as well? Look, Jacko Jackie with another banger of 489,000 views. There's a lot of people that say a lot of stuff. Look at this third placer and the whole thing with 1.8 million. I only have 785K. It's not that crazy. It's not that, insane. Look at this one with 3.3 million. Have you guys been asking them, that who has approached them? If Dark Horse fucking approached them and all this stuff, so just just take a chilling, bro. Like the stuff is insane. Um, but like I said, um, yeah, all I could do is just hope, try to see, find out. There's several things to take into consideration. He said, "Hey, what are we talking about? I missed out a lot on this." No, I was just showing the public, you know, my overall placement so far. I've been trying to track, this month's with the placement of where Hell's Glamour lands at and wherever the journey take us. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Hopefully, it does take us somewhere. And if it doesn't, then, like I'll continue. Like I've already have some type of premise for chapter 2, and it's going to be crazy. The way how chapter 2 comes in, I've already designed several characters. I have to go ahead and color them in, try to see what type of color palette I want for them. But the story is based on a story that, that somebody has experienced in their life from what, they say. Who am I to say if it happened or not? I mean, if that's what they say that they experienced, that's what they say that they experienced. But this whole series of Hell's Glamour is all about the folklore of the Dominican Republic when it comes to Bacá. And a Bacá is a demon that you get a contract with and place it inside of a body of an animal to either protect some type of property, protect some type of land, and they get something, in exchange out of it, so stuff like that. So and there's a lot of different type of stories like that between witches, sanganos, you know, curandero when it comes to what's santeria and everything else. So Hell's Glamour is going to be playing upon all of that. That's why it's a horror romance, because it's this, this couple that goes through all of this supernatural stuff and experience all of this supernatural stuff. So it's going to be one hell of a ride, it's going to be crazy. So I'm taking out of from, something that hasn't been played upon, which is the Dominican folklore. You don't see that. And also Dominican people are very, very big fans of anime itself. When it comes to anime, they love Dragon Ball, they love Naruto, they love Bleach, they love all that type of stuff. We even have like Comic-Cons over there where people dress up and all of this crazy stuff. There's been fights and even presidential speeches talking about Goku, and it's crazy. Like, it's really crazy. There was a point in time in the whole entire country where when 5 o'clock or 5:30 came in the afternoon, like the whole country will paralyze itself to go watch Dragon Ball, And when I talk about Dragon Ball, I'm talking about Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, the whole franchise. So Dominican people love Dragon Ball. They love anime itself. So, we're very big admirers of anime. So why not take the love of anime with, the love of our culture and blend them in, mix it in, and make a whole story that nobody else have experienced, because I think, that would be something good to talk about. So that's what Hell's Glamour is about. It's like my motto has always been, make your manga like if you're watching an anime. And that's just how I go about it. You don't have to go about it like that. Anybody else doesn't have to go about it like that. All of these people, that comes in and they go ahead and they put their point of view on whatever it is that you're doing. Like, you got to stop that. Whatever point of view you have, keep it to yourself, bro. Just keep that to yourself. Keep it in your bubble. My stuff stays in my bubble, and I don't bother anybody with it. Whatever you want to do, you can go ahead and do. I don't care. I really don't care. So when I make my stuff, as you can see, all of my stuff are fully colored. Like fully colored. Before, back in the day, I used to make them black, white, and gray. I stopped that because, like I said, I make my manga like if I'm watching an anime. I write my story like if I'm watching an anime. It's a different approach to everybody else, to everything else, and this is just my approach to it. It's my touch, my twist on what Western manga should be. And that's it. Whoever doesn't like it, I don't care. If you come to, give love, then love will be sent back to you. You come to give hate, I don't care, my boy. But yeah. it's a lot of people that saying a lot of crazy stuff, and I get that out of my way. So, like I said, um, yeah, I don't know what happened to the first place. The person that was in first place. I see Dusk Maiden went to 6. It used to be in 4th. I think Dilemma used to be in 5th. It went to 4th. We can actually see what was placed what. I forgot all about that. If you click on this, then you hit see more, you can actually see what was placed on what. So as you can see, the count has been completed on Hell's Glamour. It has stayed in second place for a couple of days now in a row. Loki has stayed in third place for a couple of days now in a row. Dilemma, yeah. So it went from 5th to 4th place, as you can see down here. Drag Fang said, congratulations, man. Thank you very much, Drag Fang. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for coming in and, just viewing, sticking around and, trying to have a good time. Gray Treasure went from 6th to 5th, so it went up. And Dusk Maiden went from 4th to 6th, so it went down. Like I said, I've read all of these stories. The only story I have not read has been When I Looked Up, to be honest with you. I've seen Written in Ash. It has amazing art. Looks really good, to be totally honest with you. A lot of these things look good, So, yeah, like I said, I'm just hoping for the best. Esperanza stayed at 7. Don't Look Into the Mirror stayed at 8th, from what we could tell. And all of these counts have been completed, as you can see on the side. I know they still shift up and down, if I believe correctly. So anything can change. At the end of the month, they could choose whatever. I wonder what they're going to put in first, though, since the first place either left or got shut down. I don't know. He said, have you checked Red Era and Yeah, my dude. You was here in the line the last time that you asked me if I checked the Red Era and the Radiant Lotus, and on the live I popped it out, gave it a shout out and everything. Yeah. Like I like the art on it. Like it was very scratchy. Remember? So yeah. So that's what I'm trying to go with that. When it comes to let's see what's on the main page now, because I'm just waiting for the update to see what's up. Yeah, still no first place, just second, which is weird. I've never seen Manga Plus creators do that before, so I don't know what's happening. There's a couple of things that somewhat look AI, like this heavily looks AI. This Isekai polemic stuff looks AI. But who am I to say what? Oh man, I like this. It looks like they drew their stuff like on notebook paper and pen. That looks like pen. Yeah, that looks like pen. I remember when I was little, man, I used to draw a lot of things in pen before. It's a lot harder to do pen because you can't erase, and for a long time, for some reason, I remember telling myself, like, if I learn how to, draw in pen, it'll be a lot better when it comes to, drawing or whatever. Because I used to like to see my art like really, really dark. I never liked to color it as well. Like back in the day, that has changed a lot. My mindset has changed a lot, especially after I started doing, any type of sequential art, like graphic novels, comics, manga. All of that is sequential art. All of that's the same type of storytelling through sequential art. So a lot of people get twisted, and a lot of people like to, categorize different things in different boxes. And, it is what it is. I mean, you can, if that's what you like, you can. I don't close myself in a box. So Manga Plus creators, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen. I know first place gets like 1 million yen. That's what it says right here. So we can actually go in, you see, but when I hit that, it takes me out of this. See, because StreamYard is not going to show that page. But I can read it. So on the monthly awards, we're, from what they say, we're going to go over what's what. But I know the Gold Award gives you a publication on Jump Plus and Manga Plus by Shueisha, and the prize money is 1 million yen, which is like around like $6,250, if I believe correctly, somewhere around that line. The silver award gives you 300,000 yen. I think that's around like $1,800 or $1,200. I could be mistaken. I'm not sure. And a publication on Manga Plus. The Bronze Award gives you a publication on Manga Plus and 100,000 yen. I think that's like $600 or whatever. And there's a creator award. I don't even know what a creator award is. I've never even, heard of that. But for people that are looking for what it takes to win the monthly award, it tells you right here on the side. It tells you the schedule and everything, So on the first of every month, works up to 3 episodes for a series. So if you submit your stuff as a series and not a one shot, they give you 3 chapters for you to be, ranking, and then the chapter with the highest views is the one that goes into account. That's what it says. Let me see where it says that, because I know it says that. Let me see. 10 deadline. The ranking will be displayed the second day of the month. 3 episodes, first considered entries. Where did I see that at? Damn, I could have sworn I saw that earlier here. Well, I could be tripping. I don't know. Pretty sure I saw that earlier. I think it was on the actual phone website. If not, it is what it is. But the second of every month, the ranking will be made based on the score schedule during the first 7 days after submitting the work. So ranking will be made based on the score scheduled, based on the score calculated during the first 7 days after submitting a work. The ranking will be displayed from the second day of the month and updated every day. That's what they've been doing. That's what I've been keeping track of. That's what I've been keeping my eye on. So that way we know what's up. So Dragfang said, "Hey, dude, are you going to market your work and art in a convention?" I've never tried to go to a convention before. When it comes to selling stuff, I've never tried to go to a convention before. So I don't know. Like I'm just doing series, bro, and wherever it takes me, it takes me. Pretty much, like I do this for a passion. Stuff like that. It says right here, the deadline of entries for the monthly awards is at the end of the month, of course, and ranking is settled and selection of winners starts. The editorial team of Shueisha will screen and select the winning piece from the works that entered in the top 10 when the monthly awards ranking is finalized. So whatever it is in the top 10, that's what they choose from. If I believe correctly, I think there has been times where no one has won. If I believe correctly, I could be wrong. You can go ahead and check that up on that information. I think it was in the month of March that happened. So there could be a thing where nobody wins. We don't know. It's all up to the hands of whatever it is that they decide, whatever it is that they think is the best stuff, then that's what happens. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I just came, to give an update and just waiting for 12 o'clock to see if I stay at second or if I move up. Or hopefully we don't move down, you don't want to move down. Nobody wants to move down. So yeah, I have put the link in the description down below. I should really start the videos with saying that. I never have it on the top of my mind to say it, So there's a link in the description down below that will take you directly to my series, HELL'S GLAMOUR. If you want to go ahead and read it, you can. I will appreciate that a lot. If you don't, it is what it is. Don't worry about it. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you to everybody who came by and, saw it. Thank you for everybody who commented. Thank you to Pink Birds and Dragfang and everybody who comments after the video. Thank you very much. And if you don't, it is what it is. Like I said, you don't have to comment. You don't have to do that. Like me myself, I'm a person that I watch a lot of different videos, a lot of different stuff, and I'm not even subscribed to them. I don't even comment or anything, and I like watching them. I remember the name and I look them up and stuff like that. And then from time to time, out of nowhere, I just hit a subscribe. It happens. I know that. So yeah, there's your boy Gabi over here from Slap Punch Visuals, and peace out. Peace out. Stay safe. That's all I can say. You already know what time it is.